my brother Gabri. I'm going to start with you. You have shared an article which I read, and you kind of analyzed the state of this peace deal in detail. What has been agreed, what are the actions taken by the two parties, and which you drew your conclusion in order to make it work for the people of Ethiopia. So yeah, let's go ahead and walk us through that analysis.
I mean, it's not much to walk through. My basic opinion is that currently the peace deal is being undermined by the US and the TPLF, and it's undermined in the same way. They signed an agreement to recognize Ethiopia's sovereignty, to recognize that the Ethiopian government is the only legitimate authority in Ethiopia, and that they will submit to the constitutional arrangements of the Constitution of 1995, which they themselves, as TPLF, wrote and had signed. Now, the issue is, according to that constitution, the Ethiopian government and the institutions thereunder are the sole holders of Ethiopian sovereignty. They are the representatives of Ethiopia. And that's how they signed the agreement in Pretoria. That's how they signed the agreement in Nairobi. The Ethiopian government was not willing to negotiate on this topic. Now, the TPLF having gone back, the negotiators having gone back to Mahlet, their response has been, to their position has been changed to again wanting to negotiate borders with Eritrea. They want to negotiate, they want to be the ones holding the line of control, as it were, between Eritrea and Ethiopia. They want to decide how and when international peace deals, especially the Algiers Agreement, will be implemented. And these things, of course, cannot be done by a local party, especially one, as you said, that attacked the Northern Command and is officially a terrorist organization still in Ethiopia. So they have decided to work against it. It's very clear. They still have not, according to the peace deal, they were supposed to start disarmament and demobilization. They have not. They've continued to put up delaying tactics for that purpose, while undermining the purpose of the deal. And the same with the USA. Right now, when the United States State Department gives briefings, they talk about the Tigray Defense Forces, the Tigray government. They are recognizing the TPLF as legitimate rulers within Tigray. Now, obviously, this is impossible if we are to have the Pretoria Agreement implemented. You cannot have one party to that agreement deciding that they are going to change the terms of that agreement, change the authority of the person making the agreement. That's one. But more importantly, it's a declaration of war. Wars are fought for political purposes. And in this case, the purpose of war by the TPLF and their allies was to change the constitutional order in Ethiopia. So far, they have failed. What we can see from their briefings is that they intend to continue. That's my view. Now, and that is their action so far. So that's, I think, the only conclusion to have. From the Ethiopian side, I'm afraid I have no conclusions, because the Ethiopian government so far seems committed to the peace deal. They are saying that regardless of what the TPLF and the US are saying, that the Ethiopian government will uphold its end of the bargain as long as TPLF starts implementing the peace deal and recognizing the peace deal. So at this point, I think it's very hard to guess where it will go, unless the TPLF and the US relinquish their demands to change the constitutional order in Ethiopia. I think we are headed to another war. That is my view. Unfortunate and as pessimistic as it is. But let's see if they continue on that path.
Thank you, Brother Gabri, for that. Yes, even if it's pessimistic, hopefully or forcefully, we need to draw a positive conclusion.